installing?
I need to install skills. Where can I install skills?
Simple. You have to open up the
Mod
skill
manager.
tree.
Mod manager.
Oh, you know what?
The life mod manager.
You know what? I want to be strong. I'm gonna go to Goku.com.
No, it'll give you viruses. It'll give you viruses. Don't go there.
Yeah, don't go there. Don't go there. It'll give you worse than viruses.
It'll give you viruses. Your limbs will fall off. Don't do it.
Okay, what the hell is Goku.com though?
Don't
Like
ask.
the porn site.
Oh, it's a porn site. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Wait, it is? We're gonna look it up.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait. Give me a second.
Hell of an intro.
Hey,
Hold on. I'll be. Just give me 1 quick second. I'm gonna.
God, he's actually doing it.
Goku.com. You said Goku.com or Goku.org?
I think it's Goku.com.
Okay.
That means it's commercial too. That's worse. It's got a commercial tag.
Yowza! Oh, it's all hentai.
Yes.
Wait, no, I see. No, there's actual honest to God porn in here too.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That
There-
was a
How
hell of
am
an
I
intro.
There's not even a page navigation system. How am I supposed to?
How am I supposed to find the porn that you're looking for? You don't. You just come across it.
Congratulations, you can now go Super Saiyan.
3/4 of this is just Dragon Ball hentai. I don't want to watch this.
Of course, 3/4 of it is just fucking Dragon Ball hentai. Why wouldn't it be? It's a fucking website
does
called
say
Goku.com.
Welcome to the Tower of Bibble panel, everyone, for the Halloween event.
Ah, yes, the scariest thing known to man: pornography.
The scariest thing known to man. Goku.com.
Oh.
The scariest addictions.
All right.
Nah, the scariest addiction, man, is fucking drugs.
So let's get this thing organized a little bit.
No, it's not.
What are we doing today?
Nah, organizations for random people.
I'm being a guest. I know that. I don't know what exactly is happening, but I know that
You're
I'm
not
going
supposed to know what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
You're just supposed to be along for the ride and probably die in the process.
That's me.
Nico, why don't you start us off?
I
have no idea who the fuck he was talking.
yeah.
You don't have a topic?
I don't know
Start us
who
off.
you're talking to.
Yeah, neither.
Neko,
Oh.
You start us off. Go.
I had a topic and I kind of forgot it like a while ago.
Great job,
you didn't
Neko.
write it
You're
down?
scared.
Yay!
Okay,
I'm jobless.
Who wants to feel hella old?
All right, bet.
Already
All
feel
right.
old.
So back in 2016, I was in high school. I walked to school and shit. I mostly walked to school because I like to grab a cappuccino at the gas station on the way. So
I
would
hope
like.
you were
Who
going
the
to say
f-
cafeteria.
You got a cappuccino at a gas station.
Yeah.
That's
You know.
That's
You
about
didn't
as
go- you didn't
bad
go
as
to, like,
getting
a
a
Big
fucking
B or
gas station
something?
rose.
What?
Why didn't you go to like a Big B or something? Why would you go to
Why
a
didn't you
gas
go to a
station?
fucking Starbucks?
Because it was on the way.
Well, sounds like you need to get
Anyhow.
faster legs.
Anyhow,
I need
anyhow.
Snickers.
2016,
Get up the place when I'm hungry.
2016, you get coffee at a gas station for some reason. What happens?
All right, so this was like my routine at the time. So I get home, and I like to watch Rob Gavigan. Back then he was known as like Rob Dyke, and he was like, yeah, there's these weird, insane clown guys going around town and like
Oh,
North
right.
Carolina and shit. And I'm like, dude, I walk there. So I'm like looking over my shoulder every 5 seconds. Like,
So specifically, this is the whole clown killers fucking crime thing that was going on. And basically, as from what I know, is that they weren't just doing it in North Carolina. It was like all over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it
Anywhere
was
that there was a
everywhere.
cornfield. Which,
Yeah, I mean-
obviously in the US, that the corn is everywhere.
Didn't
Specifically
the
Ohio.
actual like clowns get fucked up? Like,
Yeah, they got arrested.
Yeah.
like people actually like beat them up, tried to get fucking people tried to run them over with cars and shit.
Yeah, after they got found out, just like the entire world turned against them. It was fucking hilarious.
Well, that's how the world works a lot of the time.
Hold on, you can't just wear a mask in public.
2020 would like to
Shut
have
the
a word
fuck
with you.
up.
Yeah, those were always. We had I remember when we were when I was in school, we had posters around our school like this Halloween, watch out for the clowns and watch out for potential dangerous individuals. And I didn't care at all. I literally walked around like it was any other Halloween. I couldn't have cared less about the clowns.
Yeah, I
You
mean, to
just
be
Happy
fair,
Gilmore?
I didn't even, to be fair, like, I didn't care because, like, I just don't go outside anyway, like, normally. Because there's nothing for me to do out there.
Hey, who here has seen Happy Gilmore?
Nope.
I've
No.
seen Happy Gilmore.
I have not.
Happy Gilmore's a great movie. Go watch it.
No.
1 second. There we go. There.
Oh.
Gonna die, clown.
You're gonna die, clown.
Yeah, fucking get it in the putt-putt course.
Yeah, that was a
Just
great.
tap
that
it
was
in.
great.
So,
Uh,
Happening.
What do you got? So I went to just to gears a little bit. I went to a Halloween party a little bit ago, and I'm really proud of this. I went as French toast.
Yeah.
It was
Why?
so sick, bro. I had just a t-shirt and like pants and stuff. I taped pictures of toast to like different parts of my body. I got a beret, I got a mustache, and I got a whole loaf of sourdough bread.
Please tell me you know the fucking song.
What song?
All around the country from coast to coast. People always say, what do you like most? I don't want to brag. I don't want to boast. I always tell I like toast.
French toast.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
toast.
yeah, toast. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
But it was great. It was hilarious, and I very much enjoyed putting it together. I played the Breaking Bad theme and like the soundtrack while I was making it, so that it would seem like I'm doing something really cool and important, when in reality I'm just putting together a shitty costume.
It's better than I always say every year I dress up as a serial killer because I look like everyone else. I don't even have a costume.
Yo, that's so smart. That's better than the lumberjack cop out. That's way better than the lumberjack cop out, actually. I'm gonna use that if I'm ever like super old and I'm taking my kids out for Halloween and some dingbat asks me what my costume is. I'm gonna tell him, yeah, I'm a serial killer because I could be any one of you. And just look at him, just stare at him dead in his fucking eyes.
Just gotta be like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Semi-maniacally.
View just means
And then you
you
could be,
could
and
be
then
the one.
oh, it would be it will be even better. He goes, oh well, I mean that's a pretty funny costume. Like costume?
Who said anything about a costume?
I'm sorry, costume?
Costume? Wait, oh shit, right, it's Halloween. Oh, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, it's
And
definitely
just
yeah.
like whew, oh my god, I forgot it was Halloween. Just wipe the sweat off your forehead a little bit. Whew. All right.
You're non-existent sweat because you've just only committed to the bit and rather than actually having any real serial killer background.
Oh yeah, the bit, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
not
yeah.
actually-
The
yeah.
bit. You gotta
Sorry.
think about the. You gotta commit to the bit, man.
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah,
You gotta
that's what
start
it is.
sweating
It's a bit.
buckets over there.
It's a bit. Yeah, that's yeah. That's what it is.
Yep. You
100%.
gotta start sweating buckets, man. You gotta start literally sweating buckets. Now, granted, you might also be a method actor.
Long pause.
I like that.
Method
I
actor.
like it.
I'll have you know, I have no method to my acting.
I don't act like anything. I just kill people.
That's what all the method actors say. That's what they
they
all
gotta
about-
stay
say.
in their part, you know?
Exactly.
What about you guys? What fun costumes have you had / are donning this year? Anything
On a
right
costume this year, I'm just like I've gotten. It's just like After being told I can't go trick or treating anymore, meaning I can't get free candy, Halloween's kind of lost all meaning.
For real.
You don't go up. I mean, eventually, when you get to a point where you're old, it doesn't really. I mean, it's about candy and about pumpkins and shit, but like trick or treating, really,
It's about fucking free candy. It was never about dressing up or me going door to door. It was about the candy. Okay, it was
candy. It was always
free
about, like,
fucking
Just buy
candy.
No.
For me, it was always about going to the rich kid's house and stealing his candy.
You're buying candy. You're not literally. It's literally about free candy. You can't just go to the store and buy candy because then it's not free.
But you're just you're telling me that you didn't go to the rich kid's house and like steal their like fucking chocolate bars by going up to the same house 3 times a night?
I trick or treat at the rich kid's house. I trick or treated at the rich neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to the neighborhood where they're all rich, and then
Exactly.
That's what I meant by the house. I mean, shit, man.
Awesome.
You can be over there with your sad little rich kid's house, and I'll be over here with my rich kid neighborhood.
Now there was this. I mean, I don't live in a rich kid neighborhood by any means, but I go to these places that have them with my friends, and I mean, we hit up the houses that we know give out king size, but then there's always like a couple of rich people that like will just give out dinky little fun size things.
Yes.
And then my friend had a carton of eggs, and every time one person would do that, one family would do that, he wouldn't completely egg their house. He would just throw one egg at it, just one.
He just has an entire carton ready to throw one egg.
Just one, because he's that's what they deserve. They're rich enough to afford the good candy, and they didn't shell out, so they don't deserve their whole house egged. Just a little bit, just one egg.
I mean, to be fair, like, it's still technically vandalism, so if you did get caught by a police officer, your friend would still get arrested. You'd probably get arrested.
Legally, there's no difference. Legally, there's no difference.
There's no difference, but within the message, yeah, there's a difference.
It's about the statement.
It's not about egging the house. It's about sending a message.
Not about the money, all right? It's about sending a message. Everything gets egged.
Yes.
You guys' houses ever get egged on Halloween?
Okay. Who actually followed the whole "please take one" or "please take two" signs?
Me, I did, because I'm not an asshole.
Same.
Everyone look.
Everyone wants candy. You might as well just only take one. Or two.
Well, okay, if there's like take one, I'll take two, but I'm not gonna take a handful.
Right.
I feel like that because I know that some kid has already done that. Like in my mind, I'm coming up to this thing, and I already know like 3 kids have stuck their grubby little hands into this pumpkin pail and scooped out like 8 Snickers. And I'm just like, well, some other people deserve some, so I'll just take like,
you know what's worse? What's worse is that there's probably kids that like they're like they see the "take one please" sign, and then they just dump the entire bowl into their fucking basket.
Well, some people just take the whole pail.
So
yeah, it's like bruh.
A bit of a funny story.
Oh,
a couple
God,
of years ago, back when I lived in our old neighborhood.
Back when you lived up north.
Yeah.
You're all north to me.
Let's see.
That's what makes it funny.
I am the northernmost of you all.
Good for you. Get out of here, Canada.
Octo.
I stem from the rich neighborhoods of Rochester Hills.
Bro, same. Let's go.
Nobody gives a fuck.
But
I
yeah,
do.
so
I give a fuck.
You can give a fuck all you want. That doesn't make it right, though.
I don't know what that even means. That those statements don't follow. But all right, go ahead.
Anyway, you remember?
Go ahead. You had a story.
You remember?
Yeah. Yeah. Continue the story.
You remember Zach, right?
Shut up.
You remember Zach,
Shut
right?
the fuck up.
No, you. Anyway.
Go on, continue your story. Okay, the fit's gone long enough.
I was dead ass about to mute you. Anyway. You remember Zach, right?
Of course I do. That guy's weird now. We'll talk more about that later.
Yeah.
Wait,
Anyway.
is he the guy with like the really weird fucking tips?
Yes. But
Yes, okay.
I went into his neighborhood at one point for trick-or-treating, and I saw one of those, take one, just left the bowl there.
Mhm.
So, me, being me, of course,
Yes.
took the sign instead of any candy. And, never looked back.
I mean, honestly.
I mean, to be fair, if I ever saw like a fucking sign that
Hey,
like
trick, motherfucker. Let's go.
if I ever see like a pail with like no sign, I just assume that some kid just left their candy there, and have probably been kidnapped by the homeowner.
Yes.
But I get that. It's like, okay, take one. Like, take one sign.
Yeah.
I'll take this sign.
Yeah. Right.
Like, okay, I'll take this one
Yeah, you
sign.
just specify specifically.
That's what I'll go as next year for Halloween.
Sign.
I'm gonna go as a take one only sign.
It's gonna put on like a giant fucking. It's just gonna be like one of those sheet ghosts.
I'm gonna have like a pail of like candy hanging in between my legs. It's gonna be hilarious.
No, wait. I got an even better idea. Just be the pail and then write on the pail.
On the actual pail. It would be so
Yes.
hard to find that. I could go to a Spirit Halloween though.
Yeah.
Probably find something.
Oh god, I've seen too many memes of that shit.
Okay, that's another thing. That was probably one of the most unfunny memes I've ever had to see.
I don't know. It was kind of funny when I saw it. It turned into a football meme. It got turned into a Penn State like losing meme, like almost immediately after Ohio State won.
Well, do you know that that's how U of M, Michigan, like University of Michigan, actually announced what their uniforms are going to look like, is with that template.
What the fuck? It's all fun and games until big corporations start using it. It's like, bruh, shut the fuck up. Like, I get that's not technically a corporation, but big public entities that aren't like individual.
Sometimes they can be greedy, but so
It's
like
it's like, dude, memes are for the people, not for you to use just to fucking sell shit.
Yes.
It's like,
I know,
shut
right,
the
man?
fuck
They're
up.
so greedy. I mean, I don't even have enough money to buy enough candy to treat the kids here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna get my tub of chocolates.
Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go get my BMW.
I'm gonna go to that restaurant, that fancy restaurant that costs like $300 and requires a reservation.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna go to the fucking restaurant that literally it takes $1 million just to even get there.
No, I mean, there is something to be said about that. I mean, consumerism's around all of us. It doesn't just have to be with candy. It can be everywhere.
Fuck consumerism. Fuck you. Fuck money. Burn it to the ground. No, I'm kidding.
You're
I would just like to
consuming
see.
all of us are.
I would
We
just
can't
like to
help
say
it. We won't get into that.
there's nothing that will beat the joy of finding a $50 bill on the ground. Except
Yeah,
maybe
no,
finding a
$100
$100 bill
bill.
on the
Excuse
ground.
me. Yes, there is. Finding
Well,
a
wait, hold on,
$100
hold
bill
on.
on the ground.
Hold on. 2 $100 bills on the ground.
Fuck, this
Wait,
guy's good.
hold
guy's
on.
good.
Hear me out.
What was that?
3 $100
Okay,
bills.
that's pushing it.
Alright,
Dude. That's pushing it. Pushing it.
Hold on. Hear me out.
Nope. You can't do any more. Any more would be
10
blasphemous.
$100 bills on the ground.
That's way
In fact, no.
pushing.
Wait.
That's
An
blasphemous.
entire wallet on the ground filled with $100 bills.
That's heretical. You are heretical. You're going to hell.
The wallet of a
You-
millionaire.
You know the wallet
They
of a
don't keep
millionaire.
cash
would
on them. They
probably
only
have,
keep
like, no
cards, and
cash
like
in it.
by the time they figure out, oh hey, someone's using my fucking credit card or my debit card, they're gonna be like, oh well, time to freeze that shit.
Worth.
Okay, just buy a
Plus,
BMW with it.
You would
Yeah.
almost immediately get you'd almost immediately get caught.
Worth.
Yeah,
because credit card fraud is so easy to track now,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
which is such a shame because I was really good at it before. I don't know
Oh my
why.
god. Wow, outing yourself already.
I already looked up a porn site. I don't think I can do that anymore.
You know, just from the fact that I actually I actually learned that from a fucking meme, and they were like Goku.com for free episodes of Dragon Ball, and I'm like, wait, really? I mean, I'm not into pirating, but really?
That's
Yo,
so
really? Sweet.
Dude, okay.
mean.
Okay.
That's me.
Let's be
because
real for a
I
moment.
can totally.
It is
see
so
people
hard to
falling-
find fucking like Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Z Kai on any streaming service because not even Funimation like actually has it.
Literally
For
Crunchyroll.
like, no, Crunchyroll has like the original Dragon Ball as far as I'm aware.
I'm gonna look it
I'm
up while
talking
we're
also
talking
like
about this.
the actual dub, not the sub. The sub you can find pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
Because it's
Have I told you
30 years old.
guys? Have I told you guys about the wonder platform that is MovieBox Pro?
Well, yeah. Here, hold on.
I thought you were gonna lead off with, have I told you the wonder of how I got these scars?
No, silly. It's about MovieBoxPro.app. Have you heard of it?
Why do I get the feeling this is going to be like some weird segue into like a weird form of a sponsored ad that doesn't exist?
So
No. I am no way sponsored, but it's just a service that like you basically get it's a pirating service. You can get everything.
Yeah,
for
of course
free.
it is.
all right.
I'm not a big
wonderful
fan of pirating. I
service
like
that
to
has-
give to the original creators. Thank you very much.
I
Anyways,
don't want to spend money. I don't want to spend any money on anything whatsoever. So I will always take free.
I mean, if
shit.
you don't want to spend any money on anything ever, then I guess you just eat. You don't get to eat. You don't get to have water.
No,
Yeah, I
that's why
guess
I
you're
wanted.
gonna-
That's
Oh,
why-
that Dragon Ball.
That's
Dragon
why
Ball
I
Z.
spend money on the bare minimum, and then when I see an outlet by which to not spend money, and I can get this thing that I like for free, I always take it.
I don't get the feeling you're the type of person to complain about the fact that like a certain game that you like a new game has like an anti-piracy system.
So do you think it's like the actual dub or like the ocean dub for the original?
For the original Dragon Ball, or do you mean the original Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, the Dragon Ball Z, like not the Kai.
I think Funimation sells the Funimation dub, obviously.
Oh.
So
Well, I'm talking about the
Crunchyroll-
one on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, Crunchyroll has the dub for GT and Z.
I need to look at this. Because if
It's
it's,
on
actually
my
on
stream
there,
right
if
now.
it's on there for free, that's great.
Yeah,
Because
it's
then
Not sponsored, by the way. We are
Yeah.
not sponsored by Crunchyroll.
yeah for real.
Crunchyroll can kiss
No,
my
it's
Not
ass.
sponsored by anything.
Crunchyroll sponsor me, please.
Crunchyroll, you can
could
kiss
be.
my fucking ass. I hate you so much.
Well, there goes
All
our
right, my
sponsor.
handle is Comicraft. If you ever want to
So-
sponsor me particularly.
That is weird. I find it weird how Crunchyroll says that the original Dragon Ball is subtitled. Like it doesn't have the whole sub then divider dub. It just says subtitled and then it immediately is just Dragon Ball English dub.
By Raid Shadow Legends.
Shut the fuck up. Raid Shadow Legends, you could also kiss my ass. I will never say anything good about Raid Shadow Legends.
I'm
It's
not
just
the
a
one
fucking another
saying
free
this.
to-
I can still be sponsored.
We have
No,
over
you're not
like
getting sponsored anymore.
1,000
You
heroes.
associate with me now. You're associated with me.
And
So
Hey, any publicity is good publicity. Just saying.
This is facts.
I mean, to be
This is
fair, that
facts.
only works for presidents.
No, this is works for everybody. This works.
Oh,
this
it
is-
works
this
only
is-
for presidents because it gets
No,
them
this-
elected somehow.
This is applicable for every single human being. If
Presidents?
you can't find it in yourself to be good, you will be just as well known and just as revered for being a piece of shit. This is
true.
always there's always the ability for you to just be a horrible
God
person.
fucking damn
Yeah,
it. I
but
need
then-
another
you don't
fucking
get-
mobile game to waste
we
my
don't
time
get
on.
Power.
Oh, I know,
Yeah.
Raid Shadow Legends.
all right,
Raid Shadow Legends can seriously just go and like fuck itself, dude. I'm tired of seeing it. It's like that stupid fucking stop posting about Among Us meme. Just stop supporting Raid Shadow Legends, please.
Wow. I like that last part that he says where it's like that more like what.
Penis, more like
I don't
penis
wanna-
sauce.
He sucks.
I've reached my maximum limit of edge today. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but there's still a little more. I see. I can see the edge meter. It's still got a little bit before it tops off.
Maybe. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
You know, just a smidge. Meanwhile, it's like it's not even. It's just like a single drop. Like that, the actual meter itself is just a single drop.
Hey guys, did you know that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell?
I will kill you. I will literally take out your entire throat.
Hey guys, did you know Jesus was a Jew?
I will
Guys,
put your throat back.
Did you know?
I will
Did you know that
literally
ribosomes
hit
are
the-
proteins?
Guys, did you know that air is
Actually
made up of
didn't.
oxygen? Yo.
Hey guys,
know
did you know that you're actually breathing like mostly nitrogen?
Did you know that there was this one time that scientists were examining the biology of a dolphin, and they found a secretion coming from female dolphins' vaginas that was incredibly rich in vitamin B, and
God.
so they wanted to give it to. They wanted to find out like what kind of
Vitamin
nutritional
D.
effects it could have on the human psyche. So what they did was they administered it to a monkey, and the monkey started coming so much that it had a heart attack and died.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ. That sounds like that time. Have you ever heard of that thing where they gave elephant ecstasy?
Oh,
I've
what
heard of
happened?
that.
I want to know what happened.
Well, it ran around for about like an hour or something and then died.
How much ecstasy did they give it?
Hold on.
No,
Google.
I think it was a human amount.
A human amount?
I mean, I have to.
Ecstasy again? I can't remember. I don't remember for the life of me what ecstasy was.
It's a
It's a drug.
yeah.
Ecstasy ecstasy is a kind of psychedelic drug, typically taken in pill form.
I see.
It absolutely. I mean, it does what you would think it would do. It absolutely elates you. Every single positive emotion.
I'm sorry, it wasn't ecstasy. It was LSD. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Oh, LSD. Okay.
That's
So. Oh
okay.
God, what did that elephant see? What the fuck did that elephant?
You now need to know what it saw.
I want to know what that thing saw.
I'm
what
researching it right now. Hold on.
What would an LSD-induced elephant hallucinate?
Okay, so 297 milligrams seems.
What the? What?
It's 30 times more than what a human might receive. After 5 minutes, they trumpeted, fell over, and defecated, and began shuddering violently. His pupils dilated, his legs became stiff, and he bit his tongue, and his breathing became labored. 20 minutes later, in an attempt to calm him, a large, again, most certainly too large, amount of antipsychotic thorazine was injected into the elephant, probably inducing a massive drop in blood pressure and heart palpitations. It didn't help. After another hour, West pumped Tusco with a tranquilizer, and a few minutes later, he was dead.
I'm sending a graph of what the
whole process took 1 hour and 40 minutes. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so just for reference, I think a human being can only like healthy psychedelic people take 10 milligrams.
Well, no,
wait, how many milligrams was it given again, Corey?
Like 300.
Yeah,
oh yeah, that is about 30 times. Yeah, okay.
So
that checks out.
The normal amount that people have is about 0.004, milligrams per body weight type thing. This elephant was given 0.1.
No, that's not okay. I mean, it is okay because it would be fucking hilarious.
God damn, okay.
Look,
remember, kids, as long as it's hilarious, it's okay.
That is the rule to live by. Viewers, if you take one thing away from this episode, it is that anything and everything is justifiable as long as you get a good laugh out of it.
Yes.
Also, it's also always justifiable as long as you say it's just a prank, bro.
Well, it has to be a funny prank. That's the problem. It has to by nature.
How about
be
shooting
funny.
you in the face with a really funny gun?
Would you laugh at it?
Yes.
Then it is 100% justifiable.
Dang.
Maybe not in a court of law, but
Maybe not in the court of law, but definitely to
in my
yourself.
eyes.
but when you stand before God on Judgment Day, and he asks you why you skinned and tortured like 8 people, you'd be like, it was kind of funny, and he'll be like, all right, heaven for you.
Dude, it was actually kind of funny. Damn.
He looks at you with intense disgust, and then he goes back and watches it again. He's like, huh, that was a good one.
You know what that reminds me of?
And then Hitler steps from behind you.
It kind of reminds me of the Aristocrats. Have you ever heard that joke?
No.
Those
I
fucking
know what you're talking about.
Gilbert Gottfried or something.
Oh,
Gilbert Gottfried, that's his name. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. But it's basically like, okay, so this joke was made like 18 days after 9/11, so everyone was like really hard to break with their stoicism regarding the events that occurred.
Mhm.
So he was just like saying some really fucked up shit, not about 9/11, but about like hold on, I'm gonna show you guys.
Talking about Godfrey?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Danny DeVito's better. Show us Danny DeVito instead.
He so is not. He
Godfrey's
so
a
is
god.
not. Gilbert,
I'm
Gilbert
sorry,
God-
but Danny DeVito is just funny.
Gilbert Gottfried was literally a god among men.
Yes.
He
But
it's
Danny
in the man's
DeVito, on the
name.
other hand,
Legend.
he's short
It's
and
There we go.
he's a trash man.
it's even in the
Therefore,
man's
he's
name.
funny.
Gilbert
So
Gottfried.
it's about this family that goes to a fucking talent agent, and they come up with an act, and it's about like fucking having sex with each other, and it's weird. You're gonna have to watch the whole thing to understand it.
Hold on.
You have to actually listen to the whole thing, otherwise it won't make sense.
gotcha.
I can technically watch it
This
on
is the right
stream
person.
here.
So
I
the
was
reason
making sure
it's
this is
funny,
the right person. You know what sucks? He's dead.
Yeah.
yeah.
Died earlier
But
this year.
the reason why it's funny is because does anyone know what the Aristocrats are?
No.
It's a vaudevillian act, so it's basically something from, or it's like a
Old
musical
theater.
or whatever.
Old theater.
Yeah, so it's like an old theater, like, you know, back when people lived in Hoovervilles, they needed like entertainment and shit to prevent them from, you know, becoming
Killing
super
themselves.
duper depressed. Yeah. So vaudevilles would travel from town to town to to entertain people. But the Aristocrats was like a family musical where they would talk about like very like, how do I say, under the rug stuff, like, you know, rape and like assault, murder and shit. And
Under the
comedic
rug is
tone.
not under the rug is not the correct term, and I think it's taboo.
Yeah, taboo. Yeah. But yeah, you don't you don't talk about that stuff in public. You especially don't
definitely
do like
not
the
in
Aristocrat. But
they do.
yeah, I mean, this is it's kind of fucked up, if that makes sense, but it's also a little funny because it's just over the fucking top.
Yeah. I mean, you can't be funny without being a little fucked up.
Facts.
Sometimes.
Realistically, everyone is fucked up in some.
Well, I mean,
regard.
if you want to be like that, it's like, let's see. You know, when this joke first came out, you know, knock knock, who's there? An owl who? Yeah, that's right, owls who. The first time you heard that, it was like, wow, that's actually kind of genius. And then you hear it the 500th time, and it's like, ah, fuck.
Yeah. And then
my sense of
eventually-
humor is screwed.
Well, then eventually you run out of like family-friendly topics of topics of like comedy, and you got to kind of venture into the more. Well, let's talk about human suffering a little bit.
Man, let's start talking about how the world's dying.
Because I mean, if you're
That's
gonna,
how I pushed this guy down the stairs, and it was fucking hilarious.
I can tell you, I do like, you know, the true stories or whatever.
true stories.
Which obviously, yeah, where it's like, you know, Gabriel Iglesias when he gets pulled over and he's like, you know, I got off with a warning because
like the stand-up routines that like didn't actually happen, but
yeah, they didn't actually happen, but they're not too far off from being possible, and they're fucking hilarious.
That's why they're funny, is because they're not too far off from like our human perception of like, oh, I could see something kind of like that happening because people are idiots everywhere.
For real.
Yeah, I mean that to me, it's like there is not real enough, and then there's too real. When you get too real, it's like, you know, people are like, man, that's deep and a little dark. And when you are too not real, it's like people won't relate to that at all, and they won't be able to, like, how do I say it? Commiserate. So, but when you're like in between, where it's like, man, I don't know if this is real or whatever, but damn, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, and that's I feel if I were to decide how things work, that's how people should view things about comedy. Is like, this might have happened, this might have not, but if it is funny, then I will laugh at it.
But to be fair, comedy is just mostly just a form of like expression. That's all it is.
I think that it's a form of expression that is often that it, I mean, it's
Often
definitely like
misunderstood.
a subjective art form that not everyone can master. But there are some things that are either universally unfunny or universally funny.
Yeah.
I mean, physical violence is just universally funny unless it gets too.
Slapstick comedy has been around since it was literally the first form. One of the first forms of comedy was slapstick.
Yeah, because it's super funny. It's just
there's something about watching another character or another person just get cartoonishly pummeled that, like, we know that can't happen, or if it did happen in real life, then they would fucking die. But the fact that we can look at it and then know that nothing's actually happening, no one's actually getting hurt,
right.
then we can look at it differently, and we can laugh.
I think something that's a problem though is just that, like, you have like all these different like versions, like forms of comedy, including slapstick, but like then you put them out onto YouTube or something, and then like in today's day and age, everyone gets offended by everything, and it's like, bruh, it's a fucking comedy sketch. Chill the fuck out.
So it also depends on
Yo, seriously, if you take this show seriously, fuck you.
There is a problem. There's a disconnect there, because if you look at a joke or like a project or a media thing that you don't like, that makes you unhappy, it is only a bad thing because you perceive it that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's only not funny because you've chosen to think that it's not funny. Like,
mm-hmm.
I could watch the same exact thing that you are, and I could laugh at it, and then that thing can be different to me. And then I get joy out of it, and you don't get joy out of it. So I don't see a situation that arises that I don't understand why you wouldn't always choose the option that would always give you the most joy, which is just to laugh at it.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of funny.
That's my 2 cents on comedy.
Oh. But it's also kind of funny. We had a few new people come in for work because I work at a nursing home, and this person was talking about his past, and I think it was his sister that had brought up the fact of, like, you know, his sister laughs at absolutely everything. And, you know, the dude asked her, why do you laugh at everything? It's like, even if it's not funny. And she's like, you know, I choose if it's funny or not.
Mm-hmm.
So why not have some enjoyment with it, type thing.
Precisely.
So
that's how everyone should look at any positive or negative thing.
Yeah.
Because if you can't look at something and laugh at it, especially if it's negative, We're gonna live a very sad life.
I mean, the thing is, everyone has their sense of humor as well. So
Yeah. Although
but I think the
met some
thing that people like nowadays are getting too into is, oh my god, that piece of humor was kind of dark. You're going too far. And it's like, okay, but it brings someone else happiness, so why the fuck do you have to ruin it for everyone? Why should society conform to what you think is funny instead of what most people think is funny?
Well, not even just society, just like whatever you're consuming, whatever media or comedy example that you're consuming, that you don't find funny. Like,
right.
You are 100% entitled to not find that funny.
Yeah.
Like, right.
If it's
but
when you're
the problem arises when you're trying to make everyone else perceive it as not funny.
Yeah, that's exactly. And then you write a comment or you write a stupid little blog post about how you
write
don't
a
think
fucking
funny.
Stupid little 144 million character tweet.
Yeah, as if anyone cares what you think about it.
Yeah.
No one cares what you thought about that joke. No one cares how no one cares if you found it funny, and no one cares if you found it offensive. Just if you just look at it, you find it offensive, just move on. Just okay. Oh man, I didn't like that.
Then you get all these people that just like rally around this one person who found the joke not funny or going too far, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the joke went too far. Down with comedy."
Well, and the thing is, as well, anyone who like, especially on Twitter, I've noticed when I was on.
Anytime you prove them wrong, they're like, "You're racist" or "You're sexist" or whatever.
That's part of it as well. If you say someone finds it like a joke unfunny, and then they go in the comment section and see someone that says, "Oh, LOL," they're going to bombard that person with tweets of why they're a racist, sexist, whatever piece of shit.
And they're just attacking them for feeling joy. Like, it's not even a personal thing at that point. It's, I'm mad at this thing, and it probably affected my life in some way. And so I can't fucking bear the fact that I'm feeling this way and someone else isn't. I'm so upset that I'm feeling angry and that someone else is feeling joy. And so therefore, I must make them not feel joy so that we can be on the same level.
Exactly.
So they're trying to accomplish naturally the same thing.
But they're opposite.
But I do...
Yeah.
I will say I do have, like, we have an experience with this, don't we, Neko and Sonic, where it's like, you know, I mean, Neko especially, like, this joke was on you. Neko, I know you're tired of hearing it. You have a deep aspiration.
Should I offer some context?
No, it's funnier without context.
Cut out a minute. I did not
hear
what you said.
Oh, well, you didn't hear it, Doctor, did you?
I did not.
All right, allow me to say it. Neko, you have a deep laceration.
I'll send you the video. I don't know if it is in the same part.
So,
but...
basically, do you want the context or no?
Sure, I don't care. Want to show?
Okay, so we were doing a video, I believe, with Corey for 7 Days to Die.
It was, yeah.
And Neko had gotten the status effect of having a deep laceration. And it was like that for, I don't know, how long was it? Like a couple
minutes? The entire
minutes?
playthrough, pretty much.
Yeah. And throughout the entire thing, Corey would just ask Neko, "Hey, did you know you have a deep laceration?" That's because it was just that funny at the time.
I think that's the video. It could be, it might not be, I don't know. But
you want to log in and find out?
It's a dumb little thing, but
7 days Halloween stream. Don't worry about it.
But
so I haven't. Here's one quick thing. I haven't eaten all day, so I'm a little hungry. So I might in just like in a few minutes dip out for some food because I'm really hungry.
Some pizza.
Yeah.
order a fucking pizza or something. You don't have to literally leave. You could just order something.
Loaf?
Hold on, let me go down to the blacksmith shop. I have to handcraft my own pizza. You know, get the dough, fucking do all that shit. Gotta marinate it.
Handcraft my pizza sword.
You just hear a fucking ding, ding in the background. And we're just like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm actually cooking the pizza right now. Hold on, I'm about to put it in oil.
That delicious canola oil.
Yes.
I also gotta preheat my oven, so I need to get those hot coals, you know.
Yeah, boy.
Shovel them in, yep. Like a train engine.
I can imagine we just hear fucking chugga.
And it's all for a pizza.
For real, the best pizza known to man.
About to be the best fucking pizza I've ever made.
Gotta have the best fucking pizza this side of the literal solar system. Wait a minute. Better have the best pizza this side of the literal universe. There we go.
This half of it.
Nah. The entirety of the universe. Only planet Earth will have this bomb-ass fucking pizza.
Well,
You guys
technically
think there's
speaking,
pizza on other planets?
if we find like aliens, right? And we find that they can make pizza, holy shit.
The great pizza wars, all of the current like Earth pizza companies are all gonna like fucking merge together their pizzas just to create the ultimate Earth pizza.
Well, when you think about it, the universe is so expansive and it's constantly getting bigger. There's gotta be at least one fucking planet out there with intelligent life that has pizza on it.
Most likely, I mean, it's definitely possible, but the problem is that like the way that light travels anyway, like by the time every star that explodes, like before we even see it, it's like how many years?
It depends on how
Oh
far
no,
it
it depends
is,
on
but-
how far away it is.
Right.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, how far away is the Andromeda Galaxy?
I don't know.
It was like I thought it was like a couple million light years away.
Hold on.
Andromeda Galaxy. And that's like the closest galaxy to us. So it's fucking yeah, 2.5 million light years. So we're looking at a 2.5 million year old, or like 2.5 million younger fucking Andromeda Galaxy.
You guys know that the Andromeda Galaxy is getting closer.
Yeah, we'll eventually merge with them.
Actually, that's happening this year, I think.
No.
Or this year.
I'm reading something else.
Neko, the day that the Andromeda Galaxy converges with ours is the day we all die. All
Not
of us.
really. It's still fucking empty. It won't matter. Don't worry.
I heard merge, which is a thing in this article here. So.
Fusion. Ha!
I mean, most likely what's going to end up happening is just the black holes within the galaxies are just going to fucking collide, cause a second singularity. You know, fuck.
Yeah, it won't affect us. We'll probably be long dead by then anyway.
Yeah.
It's literally.
I mean, you have any idea how
happen
slow
millions
these
and millions of
fucking
years from
black
now.
holes move, man?
So
It'll probably create like the coolest light show in existence. Also.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we won't be alive to see it.
So
by that time you'll have experienced so much more in the great glory of the afterlife.
So depending on how far it is,
Yeah, God himself is just going to put on the same light show.
1 light year would be equal to 1 year for us seeing it. So if a star were to explode a light year away, it would take us a year to see it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you
That's
look
kind
into
of
the
how a light year works. It's technically. It both is and isn't a measurement of
I mean,
time.
if you talk about the fact that the universe is not homogeneous, then technically no, but technically yes. I don't know. It's weird. Look up the fucking axis. Not the axis of power. What the fuck is it?
Yeah, the axis of power.
Axis of
The
Power
axis of power
universe. What is that? What is it? Where is it? I don't know, but basically, so the universe is supposed to be homogeneous, right? So it's supposed, no matter which way you look at it, it's supposed to appear the same.
Axis Mundi.
Right.
That might be what it is. But basically, you're supposed to. It looks the same no matter where you are, but it doesn't. I don't know. Some people are like, "Well, it's bullshit. That it's just a fluke with our technology." But it's also possible that's not true. So you can't say with absolute scientific certainty that it is or isn't, but it basically fucks up our whole world because we believe that, you know, the speed of light is constant. And if this weren't true, then all of our theories would fall apart because the speed of light isn't.
Oh, that would fuck up so much of science.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
That would
actually,
But if you could figure out that light could somehow travel faster than it's already going, that would open
You'd
up
instantly
a lot
win a
of
Nobel Prize.
possibilities. Well,
Okay, have you ever
seen? Possibilities.
Have you ever seen a nuclear reactor turn on, like the core under the water?
I don't believe I have.
Okay, so it glows blue. That's actually the electrons moving faster than the light through the water. So the attenuation, or like, you know, the bouncing off of the water particles, actually makes it move slower. So the electrons reach your eyes before they do.
That's kind of lit, actually, both literally and figuratively.
I think it's called Chernikov radiation.
Man,
That'd be really funny.
Human beings have made so many fucking advances. Like, who the fuck figured that out? Like, who looked at light and whatever this was and be like, you know what? I got an idea.
The speed of it.
Well, I mean, what are you asking in particular? Because, you know, there have been people who use like beryllium foil and shit to actually figure out, like, hey, neutrons exist. It's weird.
And I mean, I'm not really asking a question to get an answer. It's just I think of there's so many people exist now and have existed. Like, who was the motherfucker to invent milk? Like,
milk was technically. Are you talking about the pasteurization of milk or milk itself?
Milk itself, I meant.
Simple. No one.
Well, I know that
no one invented milk. It was just something that we thought was pretty cool to drink.
People in
some
modern
random
times
farmer was like,
I guess
he was milking his cow, right? And he took a sip of his cow's milk, and he was like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, like that's what I meant. I worded it stupidly, but that's what I meant. Like, what kind of fucked up sociopath thinks that?
Well,
just so you know, here's a little trivia tip for you. All scientists are sociopaths. Don't trust them. I'm kidding.
Hey. But no, we actually used to eat cows' fecal matter. That used to be a common practice.
It's just so crazy to me how we don't do that anymore. Like, it was normal to do that. Like, I go to the vending machine and I pick up some combos. Like, that's how normal it was. Like, that's weird.
I mean, the thing is things are gonna progress faster and faster. Like, I mean, we already have VR now.
Well, yeah. Even comparing
just wait for that to get to Ready Player One levels.
I mean, in my own lifetime, I've seen crazy, unbelievable VR. What? How does that even exist?
I mean,
it's something that you can conceptualize.
Before. It was the Nintendo Virtual Boy, except it sucked.
It's just nuts.
I mean,
it's crazy to think how the Virtual Boy was 30 years ahead of its time.
I mean,
that was made in my lifetime.
Wait, you're 30?
Well,
you're older than me.
I meant I hate all of you.
Okay, so I mean, well, I appreciate the science because it's you know, you have to have a clinometer, you have to have fucking bullshit, man. It sucks.
Yeah,
so much shit that goes into VR,
and there are so many people that are so passionate about it to go through all of that work and still bring it to fruition.
You know what sucks though? There was actually a VR headset that was made for people laying down, and it was called Half Dive.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that
Oh.
company ended up going under, so they had to refund all the Kickstarter money that they had gotten because the project just became too expensive.
Well, so honestly, if I'm gonna be 100% honest here, I'm really glad that fell through because I think that would have kickstarted a whole like chain reaction of people of laziness and people
Well,
never
no, like
getting
it was
up.
meant. It specifically was supposed to like give people like who, can't use their legs or are bedridden, the ability to like feel like they have
I get
legs
that.
by giving
I
them
get that.
in VR.
But I don't think that's what it would only be used for.
Yeah.
Like it would.
To be fair, like a VR that you can only use while laying down, it's kind of lackluster. You don't have, because that means you have a whole range of movement that you
Well,
can't get. Because
it's-
that range of movement being literally a 360 turn, you can only move your head so many angles. You can't exactly move down.
Well, like it's lackluster unless you are 30 years old who still lives with their mom and doesn't really want to get a job. Then
I mean,
then it's a
that's like
dream.
the only people that would have like actually used it for laziness.
Yeah,
And
but
like, I mean, those people were already going to be lazy anyway. So
I just think that's making it like
I mean, hey,
I-
the lazy people will die
hopefully.
because
I mean,
Caught in 4K.
I mean, to be fair, you're pretty lazy right now. No, I'm kidding.
this is not true. I'm literally pacing around while I'm doing this. Okay, I'm
Good for
literally
you.
exercising.
Good for you, because I'm playing Roblox.
All right, I'm gonna do push-ups right now just because you did that.
How many
All
push-ups are
right,
you gonna do?
I want you to do push-ups for the rest of this podcast.
Let me know how many you do.
Dude, I gotta get food. I was gonna like dip in 10 minutes.
You can get food after you've done your push-ups.
Okay, 15 push-ups. I'm giving it for you right now.
No,
Hold on.
not 15. 15 minutes of push-ups.
No, I was gonna leave in 10
Drop
minutes.
and give me 20.
Hold on,
And I don't mean
hold on.
20 push-ups. I mean 20 minutes of push-ups.
I'm giving you 15 push-ups. Give me a second.
No, you're gonna give me 15 minutes of push-ups.
You're not my
Otherwise, you
mom.
can kiss
You're
your
not my
food
mom. I don't-
goodbye. I will
listen to
literally
you.
take out your stomach and feed it to you.
I don't have to listen
Pog?
to you.
Camera?
I don't have to listen to you.
I'm gonna do push-ups too. 1 second.
Okay.
I
for
want
you.
Corey to wait. Corey, are you actually like doing your like? Are you gonna screen record your push-ups?
No.
Do it. No balls.
System. It's fine.
Shit! I lost count. Shut the fuck up.
All right.
You can tell the
Go
military
on,
coming out.
Octo. Give me my 15 minutes of push-ups. I really wish I could see your legs to make sure you're not like on your knees.
Trust
I
me,
was
he
paying
ain't.
attention to what you were saying and like, what's he doing? What are you doing?
He's trying to do push-ups.
Look at your back though, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, his back is not straight at all.
You see my shoulders, and that's it.
I can see your back.
Oh no,
Your
that's just my
back is
back.
not straight.
I can see your lumbar chain there, buddy.
Dude, no, that's just my back.
My
My
dude's
back is-
trying. My dude is trying to fuck it over. He's trying to get out of it.
My back is just destroyed. That's actually what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, shit,
Okay.
really?
Okay. Sure it is.
He's
mean, I
just
know-
a fucking Mortal Kombat X-ray.
Hey, back problems run in my family, and not many other people run in my family.
Back problems run in every old person.
I'm not old, not yet.
Says the guy who said he was at least 30 because he said that the virtual boy happened in his
I
lifetime.
was talking about virtual reality, you positron.
You literally said that the virtual boy happened in your lifetime.
Oh, I'm so hungry. I'm gonna go eat food.
All right.
Then go
No,
make
not yet.
yourself a fucking sandwich.
That's not a bad idea. I actually am kind of feeling a sub right now. Okay, wait.
Like,
Before I go, what should Octo get for lunch? For dinner?
Okay. I want you to speed run making a pepperoni sandwich.
Well, I'm not gonna
Not a
make something.
pepperoni
Pepperoni
sandwich. I
sandwich?
want you to speed run making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich while having a musical happen in the background.
All right,
It'll be
but
my musical.
you're allowed to cheat, okay? So I want you to increase your drop count for the blaze rods. You know, get to the end as quickly as you can.
And I like no clip floor.
Oh, that's good. But seriously, what should
Can
Octo
you
get
just like
for lunch?
straight up speed run the back rooms?
I have.
Speedrun the back rooms with no clip.
Well, I've speedrun the Backrooms game.
Yeah,
Very good game, by the way.
Speed run getting into the back rooms and then speed run getting out.
Have I actually? Oh, I don't think I got shown you. I wrote a short story about the Backrooms, like an entity within, like a little homebrew thing about the Backrooms. It was super fun. I don't know why I shared that, but I wanted to, so I did.
Amazing.
Congratulations. You're among
you.
friends and
Like the
one
back rooms
viewer.
is actually fucking hilariously terrifying.
It's so rich. It's really.
It's got
It's
such
really
a rich lore, dude.
It does. And it can always be like more, you know? There can always be more added to it. And that's something that's really cool to me. I love that.
It's like the
like-
SCP lore. Like people just keep
Exactly.
making more and more SCPs.
Exactly. That's what I love about it. Is that it's just an open playground for people to play with. And it can
Exactly.
it can be
There are no
terrifying,
rules.
It can be terrifying, and it can kind of be stupid. Like you get the kind of joke SCPs, like the Among Us SCP. Or
You
can
get the joke SMP, like the fucking
SMP.
SCP, like fucking Kuwait, the YouTuber Kuwait. People
Yeah.
joke that he's an SCP, and it's
Or-
fucking hilarious.
Either that, or you can get what's the name of SCP-3000?
I don't know. Hold on.
Fuck, I can't. It's some kick-ass name that I wanted to memorize.
What's it
But-
do?
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh.
It's like a several 1,000-mile-long eel.
Yeah.
It's a gigantic fucking eel. That's just literally the size
is-
of.
Oh, I gotta.
The electrocutor. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I
And
can't
look at
pronounce
this
the
metal
picture
ass
on
name
it.
in the world.
Where is
Just in
the
case.
name of this?
Just in case you thought it wasn't terrifying, looking at it makes you go insane.
Anantasia.
SCP-3000.
Oh yeah, Anastasia, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
Yep.
I think that's it.
I copied and pasted it.
Anastasia.
I think you know something that's also like a really cool SCP.
Anastasia. That's it.
It's the SCP Deus Ex Machina. That one's actually kind of funny.
I haven't seen. I've heard of it. I have not read about it yet.
Basically, it is the actual technical like SCP file is just a picture with some words on it,
Really?
and then whoever reads them without the right credentials gets knocked out.
Like knocked out dead or knocked out cold?
Knocked out cold.
Okay.
And their memory usually gets wiped.
Hmm.
But basically, it is a building. I can't remember where, but I believe it's in the U.S. Supposedly, in the SCP lore.
Yeah, in the fictional
And
SCP
in the
universe.
event that like humanity is destroyed, it will clone every person that
Has
had
existed?
lived, starting with the most important people, such as like builders.
Really?
Like building people first, and then it will once humanity has gotten back up to where it originally was, everyone is then cloned, distributed out through the world to where they normally would be
Wow.
before
So
the
it's a-
end extinction event happened.
So it's a reset button, essentially.
Pretty much, yes.
So what you're saying is
That's
I could technically
crazy.
be a clone in that universe.
What if
Yes.
What if that already
And
happened?
supposedly it's happened twice.
Ah,
The machinery had been used twice.
No shit.
Yes.
So canonically, in the SCP universe, the world has ended twice.
Yes.
At least twice.
At least twice.
Which, I mean, you look at all the SCPs, that's honestly not a crazy, that's not, like,
It's not
super
crazy
crazy.
thought.
Like-
They have, like, SCPs that, like, there's a specific one that, like, has to deal with, like, reality hopping in terms of going up through the layers of reality.
Oh, man.
And it messes with the idea that every reality is, like, stacked on top of each other.
Oh my god, we need to have we need to have an SCP episode.
Yes,
Because-
that'd be awesome.
And actually, with that idea, it's like so like how every reality is stacked on top of each other. Each reality is also connected by, say, so you have one reality on top of the other. The one on the bottom is a fictional universe for the other one, for the one on top, in some form of fictional media. Meaning, Harry Potter is technically real, but it's just the reality below us.
Then that means that the SCP universes would technically be real.
Yes.
I think we just fourth wall broke our way into possibly getting into the SCP universe. All right.
Why
Okay.
would we want to go down the reality though into the SCP universe? That would just
Do
be
you want to
fucking
die?
Technology.
You want to die in style?
That
You want
also
to die like a
technology.
man, super awesome way?
I mean,
No, I want to become super awesome.
they have the technology to hold shit that we couldn't even imagine seeing in our
Well,
reality.
some of them, some SCPs, as far as I'm aware, don't have any containment procedures.
Well, some
Like,
of them don't.
and Anatashesha, I don't think has any.
God
Has
technically
any-
doesn't have any like procedures except because he can just leave.
Yeah.
He's the only like sentient SCP, like sentient entity that isn't classified as Euclid or higher. Because he literally does nothing.
Which SCP is this?
Fuck.
I can look it up.
I think it's like
You said it's God.
343.
it's literally God.
What about the guy that sees you while you're dying?
Fuck,
Oh,
that
I know
one,
who you're-
that one
I know who
can't
you're
have
talking
any, like, that's the only one that, like, one of the few that can't, actually be contained because he also can't be, like, observed either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't
It can't
show
be
up on
perceived.
cameras. He only shows up to a person that's going to die in 5 minutes or less.
Yeah.
No, he only shows up to someone who's dying alone.
Oh, right. And that sucks. I'm
That would
dying
suck.
alone.
Tim, what's up, bro?
Then just some faceless man,
wow.
or like a man with a face that you can just barely make out, comes to you, gives you your last will and testament,
Yeah,
takes your
that's
last will and testament, allows you to give you some extra time.
4999.
Is God.
No, that's the
No,
one that appears before death.
343 is God.
The
343 and then 4999.
4999 is
Yeah,
the one that appears before
4999
death.
is the person who just comes when you're dying alone,
Nice.
so that way you
So-
don't have to die alone.
Awesome. All right, my
What does
my
Methuselah
dining
have to do with that?
my dining hall is gonna close really soon, so I'm gonna get over there really fast, and I'm gonna throw some food down my gullet before the day ends.
All right.
Wait,
It was,
what?
it was
Are
great
you at
talking to
work?
you guys. I'm at college.
What? Oh wait, you have a dorm? Ha!
Yeah.
Fucking loser having to be at a dorm.
What do you live off campus or something?
Yeah, I live in my house.
How old? Well, you don't go to college.
I do go to college actually.
Do you commute?
What do you mean? Do I commute? Are you asking if I drive?
Yeah. Do you drive to your college every day?
Every day. Every day, Monday through Thursday.
Well, yeah, like whenever you have class.
Yeah.
Cringe. Live on campus. You get free food.
Fuck free food. I can just get free food anyway.
That's true. All right. Well, anyhow, it's been great talking to you guys.
Go get your dining hall and then come back.
I'll probably have ended the stream by then.
Bring your
'cause-
ass back here after you are done eating. Otherwise, I'm going to find you, and I am going to break your arms.
You find me at MSU. homeboy.
All right, I'll break your arms then.
Okay. Anyhow, what I was trying to say is it's been great being here. I thank you guys so much for welcoming me on here. I appreciate it. You guys have been
Okay,
Coming
fuck
back.
off.
conversational. So I'm going to go eat now.
All
I
right.
think you're gonna come
Bye.
back.
See you, man.
All right. Bye
See ya.
Have a good day.
bye. See you guys.
What time is it for him?
Same time as
Adventure
us.
time.
8:21.
Shut the fuck up, Corey.
8:21. They probably close off at 5 or 9.
Ah,
You know, I haven't seen like past season 1 of Adventure Time. I'm kind of.
dude, you're missing out. You should go and watch Adventure Time, dude.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
but
on the
on
stream
what
here,
source
so,
of media?
Hold on, I'm gonna see if it's still on HBO Max.
I'm a deafen real. Well, I don't know if deafening. Yeah, I'll figure that out later. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for content hopefully better than this. Probably part 6. Are we on episode 5 or episode 6 now? I don't know. Happy early spoopy ween, everyone.